Hi guys, and welcome to the first viewing of the new in-play trading site, brought to you by Emo and Ads. This 14-minute video, we're going to talk about various things. This is the actual scanner itself. I'm going to pick a couple of games out that we traded. You can see the shots on target. You can see the possession box on the right-hand side. We've got the graph for Betfair under-overs and the match odds that we can bring up. And these all help to form an opinion on a game. This particular game, it's Chester and Halifax. You can see the overs were about 1.85 at kickoff, so goals were expected. We've already had plenty of shots on target. Possession towards Chester. We're just going to have a quick look at the stats, the recent form, head-to-heads, and see whether there have been a lot of nil-nils, whether there have been a lot of goal fests. We can see by this that they often score at home, but they often concede. And Halifax do the same. There is a 0-0 in there. But the head-to-heads have produced goals in the past, so judging by the start of this game already, then there's no reason to doubt that we're not going to have goals here. So just going to jump on a Mox strat, which is back in the favourite. The side that are on top, in this case Chester. We're going to back overs, over 2.5. We're going to back a couple of scores in between. The idea being that we've let this go in play. The odds are now so much better. And we're kind of trying to cover as many of the angles as we can. But with the expectation that we're hoping there are going to be goals in this game. So we're just going to have a little bit of cover. 0-0, 0-1, 1-1, 1-2. The game ends 1-2. We win on the scoreline 1-2, as well as over 2.5. But we lose, obviously, the match odds in favour of Chester. So all we're doing really is just playing one market off against another. This is something we often do at tradingfootball.eu, where we kind of use insurance on one market and play it off against one other, maybe two others, maybe even three other markets to look to profit full time. So just waiting to get matched. There's nothing worse than chasing the price down. It's very annoying indeed, very irritating, frustrating. Don't like doing that with any stake amounts, even £2. So just almost there, almost getting filled, and there we go. So that's the situation. We now sit back and hope the goals fly in. We'll trade out as the goals go in. So back to the scanner. You see various things here. You can see that the shots are now 3-1, so that's a good sign. You can see possession is 59 to 41% in Chester's favour. If we look at the top game here, I got on this at half time. You can see how many shots on target there are, how many shots off target there are, how many corners there have been, and obviously the home side of well on top on possession as well. So what we did is we backed the home side and we laid under 2.5 goals. So you see that it's now 2-0, which is brilliant for us. Goals were expected. There were 8 shots on target at half time. That's a high number. And here we go. We're just going to take a little bit of green. I don't want the game to finish 2-0 and we don't win anything at all. Nothing more annoying than that. So we'll take some green, but we'll leave more of the profit on over 2.5 because it looks like another goal is going to be scored here. At least one, maybe 2 more. So again, chasing the ruddy price down. How annoying that is. Try and get that filled, and then we're in a good position. We can't lose. So you can see there, that's where we laid at half time. It's similar to a full Monty strategy used at Trading Football, and as the comment is said there, that a game like this wouldn't even looked at normally for stats, but obviously it's so overwhelming, and it was right there in front of me, which is the beauty of this tool. You'll have the games there right in front of you, and you'll see stats like shots on target, corners, shots off target, red cards, yellow cards, penalties, free kicks and possession. So you can get a good idea and gauge a game right in front of you. We're going to just do a cheap 4.5 lay here, speculative punt. So you can see we've locked in £31 that's taken about 20 minutes. And this can be done day in, day out. There is no reason why you can't do the same using this in-play trading scanner. The games you don't want, you can delete. And as I stated there, we are adding other features to this tool to make it even better. So it'll have the flashing option. You'll be able to highlight games that you're following. There'll be goal audio alerts when one of the teams has scored. You'll be able to do various things. You can see the graphs there. That's one thing we've got to correct. You'll be able to add your own strategies. Say you want to find games that are 0-0 and the draw hits twos, things like that. Or when a favourite is 1-0 down and you want to back them at 5, something like that, you'll be able to do all of these things. Will be possible to do. So just moving on to Rio and Braga there. Made a free £20 on the draw before kickoff. So all I did here was just use the £20 to back over 2.5 goals, knowing the 0-0 and the 1-1 were covered. So there we go. We can just see it in all its glory. Early days, as I say, we're going to have it's going to look a lot better than that. Oh, brilliant. Rio Braga is now 1-1. So because we got £20 free on the draw, we're in a position now we can't actually lose. And another goal is obviously, brilliant. Big profit. 2-2 even better. So just going back to the Bota game. Just trying to increase our green on under 2.5 goals in case the game finishes 2-0. Take the money when you can. Show me the money. Last little bit getting matched. And the beauty of this scanner is that how many times are you looking for games and the suspended sign comes up and you're too late. You're going to back over 2.5 goals. The suspendeds come up. You're too busy looking up the stats. Bang, opportunity gone. Whereas on this page, you'll have all of the information in front of you so that you can go in straight away into Betfair and put your money in before the suspended sign comes up and your quid's in. Right, Chester look well on top here. So just going to top them up, put a little bit more money on it. You saw that Halifax are down to 10 men. They've had a man sent off. So we're going to just go in a little bit more on Chester. They're at home, they're favourites. Halifax down to 10. The stats are well in Chester's favour. And I just rolled it on a little bit here. The Bota game ended 3-1. So we won on. We lost the £10 on 4.5, but we won £10 in the match odds, and obviously the 2.5 market as well. We picked up a nice little profit there, nice green. I'll show you the result at the end of the day. At the end of this video, you see what I actually achieved using the scanner. And at last, we've got a goal. We've got a Chester goal, finally. It was due, it was coming. We could see by the stats that it was long overdue. So with the scores we covered, we know we got 1-1 covered. We know we got over 2.5 covered. But let's just let's just reduce our red. Let's just reduce our red, take it down from say 25 to 15 pounds if it's a draw. Obviously, if it's draw 1-1, we got 12 pounds on the 1-1, so that kind of cancels it out. But obviously, we'd lose on the under 2.5 goals. Back to Rio, the 20 pounds I made pre-match. I'm just going to assure that if the game ends 1-1, then obviously you make 20 pounds from the draw, less £1.10, under 2.5. And if there's another goal, obviously we win on the over 2.5. So if it ends 1-1, we'll pick up about £18. And if there's another goal, then we'll pick up about £22. And all these amounts, they don't sound a great deal, but if you can do this 5, 6, 7, 8 times a day, then you're doing really well. And these are not big stakes we're using. These are not usual stakes that personally would use here because, I don't want to scare people off. It's just using the tool as an example, showing what can be achieved. And it's there in front of you. You've got the information there at a touch of a button. We've done all the hard work for you. We've got everything in place. And it'll be there for you to use. It was the first night I've been using this, really. First night took the games in play, tried to make some profits, and it worked like a charm. So I'm just going to reduce the red a little bit further here as the game goes on. It's still 1-0. Okay, just rolled it on a little bit. Just trying to, here we go, just taking a bit of green there now, if it ends a draw. Just rolled it on a little bit more. Game actually ended 2-1 Chester. Brilliant, excellent. Money locked in there. We've got £31 on the match odds. We've got another £39 on overs. It's over 2.5. And obviously we lost £9 on the correct score market. But as I say, we're just chipping away. We're adding to the profits. We're just trying to make small amounts in this video. And we hope you'll be doing the same very soon using the in-play trading scanner. I'm just going to try and sort of take a quick lay, as they say. Can't be beaten. Cheeky little lay to no avail as the game ended 2-1. And there we go. That's what that was the P&L for the end of the day using the scanner. And this was without all of the extra gizmos we're going to add to it. So hope you've enjoyed this video. There you go. That's a quick roundup what it will feature. Other things on top of that as well. Put out some advice in the Trading Football chat room on Saturday. And we did a couple of games in there. We picked up about 80 quid. This was one of them. Doncaster were 1 down, but they were well ahead on the shots on target, possession, etc. So we backed them at 6.8 at 1 down, and they came back to win 2-1 nicely. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. We will be doing another one soon, showing how the tool works.